I'm Steve Davis. I play David Clotz, and I've been on ARTic for about 2 seasons. And do you think David has grown a lot since the previous season? Yes, I do feel like he's grown a lot. I feel like he, like I said before in another question, I feel like he's more, the character himself just makes more sense than he has been in the past. He's just a brother who shows up every now and then, and now he's like this main character, and he's like kind of nasty towards people, and I feel like he'll find his niche. He's just maybe one day he'll go back to his sister, but not really, like, you know, not really in a hurry. So you joined a lot later in the series in season 6. Where do you think David stands in terms of the ARTic legacy? What do you think he brings in? David brings in such a different side and a more entertaining, what's the word I'm looking for? Like an entertainment side of things. And I think he's very different than all the other ARTic characters that have been on. And it just makes it more exciting for the fact that that David's been around for only a short span of time and people seem to like him, so yeah. David can be blunt and brutal to everyone, including Rainbow. Do you think he needs to be more blunt? Do you think he needs to be more blunt and brutal, or do you think he needs to chill out? Where do you think it all comes from? Honestly, I think it comes from David's parents also giving Jennifer a hard time. So, played by Sarah Kellingson, very nice. And yeah, so I think it's mainly just genetics. I think David used to be picked on in like elementary and high school and junior high, and I feel like he's sort of gotten all that negative energy and just using it on other people and innocent people, and like using his own personality against the world. Like, it just feels like he's sort of learning how to be brutal, and I think he definitely should be more brutal. I mean, it's just fun in the character, and it's something definitely I, as Steve, wouldn't do. So it's like, you know, it's just a symbol of like a dark side, you know what I mean? So it's like kind of fun to do characters like that. I played a character named Bomber Gutzel in a play that I did in June, so it was a picnic called... I played a character by the name of Bomber, and he was part of a play called Picnic, and he was very, very, very immature and very similar to David. So I sort of started using that, a bit of fluidity from that personality, and then like mixed it into like as my own, if he was a different character. So yes, more brutal, but like, again, kind of like holding back a little bit. But I think he has his moments where he chills, though. We all know you guys are looking for a fifth. We all know we're looking for a 5th cast member. Is there anyone in particular that has guest starred on the show before that could make a perfect? I think maybe... Oh, what was his name? I think bringing back an old cast member. I can't remember their name, but you know what would be really cool? I don't know if it's out of your guys' limit, but if you guys can get Sean Klitzner, that would be really interesting as a guest star, because that would make ARTic a bit more, you know, like it would expand a little bit. So even putting him as either Sean Klitzner or as somebody else, I'm curious to see what that is, because he puts comedy into his stuff, and I miss his stuff. So I think that would be really cool to have someone like that to come back in and do something like that. So yeah, reach out to him. He's a nice guy. I met him before. Are there any Dracoloid shows that you would love to guest star on? Would you even consider the animation ones? I think Man of the House would be interesting. I would love to guest star in that. So that would be really cool. Or even the voiceover one. I can't remember the show title. I'm blanking right now, but yeah, like it's like this narrator guy. I can't remember the name. The name escapes me right now, but that one, whatever that one is. What are some other projects you are working on that are coming out in the next year or sometime in the near future that you'd like to tell us about? Well, my socials are changing, which is interesting, from Green Heat to Nova World, so keep that in mind. Another thing, there is a project known as Inner coming out, hopefully next year. I don't have a specific day for that yet, but it's a lot different than what we've made in the past. And but otherwise, there'll be a My Color Clones Season 6. That will be coming out hopefully this year. We haven't filmed it yet, but each episode is going to be starting soon here. So otherwise, I think there'll be a Night's Scrap 3 coming out this month, which will be exciting. Mashup 11's coming out. I think that's about it. Plus there's like this big Green Heat project coming out, but I can't say what it is yet. But we are approaching 10 years for Green Heat. And that is on November 12th, 2022. That's the 10th year anniversary for Green Heat 13. So that would be interesting. So we might do something in regards of that for like a live stream or something. So I think that'd be really cool. Thank you very much for asking me all these questions. Thank you very much. Thank you for asking me all these questions. See you later.